Good morning, everybody. Coming from medical background, being a surgeon, I feel that nature, environment, survival of the fittest, health, exercise, these words cannot be forgotten when we talk about the environment or maintaining the nature. Because I remember when I traveled for the first time in air, I heard the air hostess announcement that if will be oxygen crisis, we will drop a mask from above and put that mask on your face. If you have a baby in the lap, she said, then don't put that mask on the baby's face. Please put that mask on your face first and ask us for a second mask for the baby. And you won't believe my brain stopped working here. And I started thinking, since my childhood, I have never heard if I have one roti in my house, I should eat first and I should give it to my child later. So logic is we get a few fractions of seconds to put that mask on our face. If we don't do this, we might well become unconscious. And if we become unconscious, God knows who will take care of myself or my loved ones or some people around. So if I put that mask on my face, I can try various ways to help my child or whosoever is there with me. And maybe I may do some social service also. I can help some people around. So from here I start that charity of the environment begins at home. And our human body is the first home we should be very, very cautious about. So during these many years when I have been dealing with patients, a few lines have become very, very regular in my speech, in my conversation with my patients, people around. And these lines are, doctors see their children growing horizontally. These are the lines which are spoken to doctors when they start practicing. At any stage they hear these. And I say good morning should be the only greeting from morning till evening for all of us. There are reasons behind this, and this is what I am going to talk about. Very strong reasons, very simple ones maybe. Then meet people for the first time as if you are meeting them second time, because second time will not be the first time. We can't extract orange juice from sugarcane. Whatever is there inside will come out. And then my patients ask when they have recovered, now what can we eat? And I tell them, aadmi chhod ke kuch bhi kha lena. So you can eat anything except human beings. Why? So when I heard this long back, I am starting with my title, Cut, Clarity and Cricket, because this is where I summarize my life in retrospect. So many learnings have happened. So cut is the incision that I make for operations, for surgery. When I started my career as a surgeon, I heard from someone, doctors see their children growing horizontally because when they leave in the morning, the children are sleeping. And when you come back in the evening, they have already slept. And I realized, no, this is not the way it should be, because it is not the fault of myself or my family members that I am a doctor or some other doctors or surgeons. We are so many in this world. We don't have a second life, although if I can really use this platform to express one more thought, that doctors are also human beings. They are not from planet Mars or anywhere else. So I decided that yes, we'll have to continue to have breaks, spend family time. Why? Because our children also need that support, that grooming. Why? What it led to? Ultimately, I was living my life, started work in the morning at 5 a.m. in the operation theatre, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., did some cases, went to the hospital again, saw the ward patients, OPDs, and then conducted some lectures. In the evening, again OPD, again surgery. Till 10 or 11, I was working. So this happened that when I heard this line, gradually it was working somewhere in the mind. It took some time to process, and then I modified my lifestyle a little. This is so much required. If we don't do this, we just cannot survive. We should be thinking long term. So I'll be continuing to talk about this, and we'll come back to a few of these things again. Second thought is, we say good morning, good evening, good night, and so many according to the time, whether it is before 12, after 12. Someday I heard this or I realized this and I started saying good morning from morning till evening. Why? Because I feel we are global citizens. Why should we be focusing on the environment of India or New Delhi only? We should think big. So we are global citizens. Sun is rising somewhere in the world all the time. That means what? We should say good morning. Not only this. I don't know about others, but I always felt conserving energy is the way to health. Why should we waste energy? So if I look at the clock and think it is good morning or good afternoon or good evening, it's consuming so much of my energy. I can devote that energy to something else. Third, I am in medical profession. I should be 24 hours in service. I should not be retiring from the office or my hospital. And last but not the least, I am sure everybody will like, because everybody likes money. Good, more earning in short is called as good morning. So whatever we speak, we get. To be more precise, I realized one day, how did this happen? I was leaving my ward in the evening and there were some sisters at the counter, the doctor for the evening and night duty. They were just briefing with me, whatever has to be done. I had written the instructions. When I was about to leave, I reflexly was about to say good night because I was going my home, going to sleep. And I thought it is how inhuman, unfair it is. They have just come for the night work. So Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we should feel that everybody is our family. We should be so sensitive all the time. I feel this concept of good morning from morning till evening helps in so many ways to conserve nature, energy and so many other things it brings. The next concept is meet people first time as if you are meeting them second time. So there is a short story experience with me behind this. I was in grade 11. My elder brother was studying engineering in an engineering college, almost 4 hours from my place of living. So in my summer break, I went to him to see how life in an engineering college is. So in 11th grade, I was not so used to the world. So I was instructed also, take care, you are going by bus and all those things. When I was returning, it was summertime, there was a passenger sitting with me. Till that time, he was not talking to me, I was also not talking to him. Suddenly, the bus stopped somewhere. He felt thirsty, he went for water. He said, please take care of my luggage, I'm just coming back. I said, okay. And then the conversation started. When he started asking me, okay, because I was younger to him, he asked me something. I said, yes, I am coming from college and this, that. He said, okay, your elder brother is there in engineering college? Yes. I said, my elder brother is there. What is his name? I told him the name. Oh, he is my batchmate. He said, I am his very good friend. Then I started thinking as if my elder brother is sitting beside me. So this happened and I forgot. But after many years, I started thinking, when I realized stress is one of the leading causes of diseases and so many ailments across world. We know stress is one of the biggest killers. So every day I try to find ways to reduce stress, how we can think less and do more. This is where I realized, why should we think so much when somebody comes to us for the first time? He's not going to do something suddenly. I mean, hardly 1 to 3%, 4% population will be, which will be really difficult to handle. They'll be doing something which is not so antisocial, you can say. So for 95, 97% population, which are very nice, why should be bothering us so much? So since then, I meet people for the first time as if I know them for long. And when the people, they go away from my OPD chamber most of the time, they come for the first time, they say, we didn't feel like we met for the first time. So I feel these things help me in my working, in my life in a very big way, remaining healthy. Still, the hypertension, diabetes, all these things happen because we remain stressed. And then we have all these diseases starting around 30, 35, 40 years of age. And this age is coming down with passing years because stress level, the lifestyle is changing. Next is, we can't extract orange juice from sugar cane. So I always feel whatever is there inside will come out. So we have to make ourselves more able. There are two types of age, if we can say that. One is a chronological age and another is the mental age. So chronological age will always continue and we'll keep cutting cakes every year. We can't stop that, we can't change that. But more important than that is the mental age. We should continue to be surrounded in the company of books, online material, people. We should always be trying to improve upon ourselves. So mentally, if we are growing, then we are really aging and aging well. Otherwise, I feel the asset of age is not really taken, when we don't take advantage of that. There are so many old patients, they come to me, they say, now I don't have anything to do. Their knees are not working, they are not able to maintain their health. And I tell them, please go to some park, some public places. There are many young people moving around. Just share your stories with them. Just speak whatever you have learned, seen, or your good and bad things with people. They'll be really benefited, because real life experiences are the best experiences. If anybody has to do something good, one should have the right advisor, right counselor. The problem happens, we don't talk to the right people and we don't get the right advice. We know the famous example of Krishnji. Because Pandavas had Krishna as their advisor, they could conquer everything. So our advisor should be right. Why I am saying this, in day-to-day life, my patients tell me, we talk to somebody, he said, do this. They said, don't get this surgery done. Don't go to the hospital for this. I tell them, see, if somebody is not qualified, what is the fun of talking to somebody like this? Somebody may be having good qualification in his field. So talk to a specialist, meet a specialist whenever you want to take a good decision. So the last part of this sharing of thoughts is cricket. All this clarity was happening all these years, and I was a cricket player when I was in my graduation and up till grade 12. Then the routine life started, work was there. It was not possible that we could spare time. We always become busy with so many things. After a gap of almost 20 years, there was an opportunity when I could again start playing cricket. Why I am saying this? Because in 2013-14, almost 10 years ago from today, I had started thinking that in this life I cannot play cricket with leather ball, because age doesn't give you that kind of a confidence. But somehow it started, I started playing. 2-3 years passed. Another 2-3 years passed. So now I'm talking about 2018, 19, 20. In retrospect, I started thinking, I used to go to the field and no player used to give me any kind of respect, or they did not used to talk to me like I'm playing well. Why? In my mind, I was thinking I was a very good player because I used to be at one time, but there was a gap between my physique and my mental state. I was thinking that I'm a good player, but my body was not with my mind. So our mind and body gap should be minimum. It took me 4 to 5 years to realize that what is my strength now? Accuracy, experience. So on those strengths, when I started working upon my different areas of playing, I started performing much better. I started getting so many trophies and awards, best this, best that. What I am trying to highlight here is, when we age, we should remember that we should keep ourselves active. And we should not forget that we have to realize the aging in the form of physical changes also. Unless we do that, we will not be able to do the best or deliver the best. In the end, I will only say, if we can really understand all these things, we are creation of nature. And if we can really reconcile this and bring this into our daily practices, we can become ourselves a creator. That is what is most important to maintain the nature and environment. So this is where I like to stop. Thank you so much.